Hi guys, and welcome to another video. So today I'm really excited to take you behind the scenes of my recent photo shoot with Red Gorilla. So those of you that aren't aware of Red Gorilla, they are my sponsor and they provide all equestrian equipment from buckets, and they're really known for their tubs, their gorilla tubs, everything up to grooming kits. But yeah, they're an amazing company, so I got the opportunity to do a photo shoot with them and I was so excited about it. Now the photo shoot actually took place at Yorkshire Wildlife Park, which is a zoo, but the initial part of the photo shoot was done on the livery yard, focusing on the products, and then later on we moved into the zoo and met some very interesting animals, so stay tuned until the end to see those. So I had the fantastic opportunity of working with a brilliant photographer, and that was Matthew Roberts. So throughout this video I will be including some of Matt's photos that he took on the day, so you guys get to see the end product of the photo shoot as we go along. I really enjoyed this shoot and I had so much fun, as you'll see later on, and these are just a glimpse of some of the photos that we got. I've just kind of chosen a few of my favourites to pop in here, but to see the rest, make sure you're following myself and Red Gorilla on Instagram. All the links will be in the description box below. One thing I love about Red Gorilla is that so many of the items come in so many different colours, especially the feed buckets and tubs. So one of the shots we were using lots of the different feed buckets to kind of mimic, you know, you guys have all seen me doing my feed routine when I have all the buckets around me and sort of sorting them out. So it was very much home from home, and I now have decided that I think I need some new buckets for all the horses because I loved all of the colours of these. So as well as working alongside my fellow model Tom, there were also a few other stars of the show. So we had a few horses in the stables that were our models, and you know what I'm like, I can't resist a horse. So I did spend half my time going and patting these absolutely beautiful horses that they have there. So as much as I'd like to have spent the day patting ponies, there was work to be done. So into the arena we went, and I showcased the Big Tidy and Super Rake in action with the very talented John riding in the background. And this section of the shoot actually produced some of my favourite shots because I absolutely loved the pictures with John riding in the background. I just think it's such a nice photo. And quite obviously the modelling had gone to my head because at this point I thought I was on the catwalk. So with so many products left to photograph, it was then on to the larger tubs. These are the gorilla tubs that you'd normally use for your water. So it was my job to end up nearly spraying myself in the face with the hose a few times to get those water shots of the buckets. So then, as well as getting a few other bucket shots of me just walking and filling up, I was then useful as a reflector holder, which to be honest I think I was better at than being the actual model. And I was helping while Tom had some of the photos taken with the products in the stables, which I then did afterwards. And I was basically just back to doing what I normally do, which was mucking out and using the products such as the Riddler and the shaving fork and the other products, including the brooms, and just getting photos of those products in action.
Do you want to just do a little bit of just gentle sweeping? That's it.
And can we please just appreciate the rainbow that is Red Gorilla and all the amazing products that we had on set. I honestly couldn't get over the amount of products we had and the array of colours. It was so much fun choosing the combinations, and just seeing the entire range in one place was pretty extraordinary. And anyone that spies something quite familiar, that's my set right there. So then it was on into the paddocks to give the tidies a test out. Now we all know I'm very familiar with Poopa King, so again, something I'm very naturally good at, although not something I'd normally photograph myself. But someone else was very interested in our tidies and obviously needed to check them out and be sure he wasn't being upstaged by anyone. So he decided to come and gate crash my little photo shoot that was going on. And quite clearly he wasn't too happy about his poo being used for photography purposes, so he decided if he was using his poo we were definitely getting a headshot in there as well.
You can't get a picture really, can you?
Hello.
Great. Okay.
This is what you got.
Come put your note.
So once the majority of the products had been shot, it was then time to venture into the zoo, something I was really excited about. So Red Gorilla actually sponsors Yorkshire Wildlife Park. You will see if you go around the zoo, there are a lot of tidies and buckets, and you'll just notice Red Gorilla items all over, and now when you go next you'll be spotting them because I've pointed it out. So we got a nice tour of the zoo, which was a lovely bonus to the photo shoot, and we were also taking some branded photos with the Red Gorilla logos on our t-shirts in the zoo just for a bit of promotion. So of course we got to see some of the amazing animals. The meerkats were having a bit of a chill because it was literally so hot the day that we did this photo shoot. And we very luckily got to actually meet some of the animals. So initially we went and met some of the wallabies in the wallaby walkabout. Now I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love wallabies and anything small and fluffy really. We all know we're all animal lovers on this channel. So anything like this, I was absolutely jumping at the opportunity to go and feed some wallabies. Or should that be hopping? Excuse the pun. Holding it.
I got halfway down.
Oh, a couple of frames there.
Hello, can I touch you? I touched him. So after meeting some wallabies, it was then on to Lemur Woods to meet some even furrier friends. So I think if I'm going to be an animal, I would quite like to be a lemur because these guys were so chilled. They were literally all just sat there sunbathing and they kindly just stayed put while we just took photos around them. So we weren't touching the lemurs or anything like that, like we could with the wallabies, because the wallabies didn't really mind it, but we didn't want to upset any of the lemurs. But it was so nice to get so close to these amazing creatures, and they really just kind of like sat there and just stared at us like, what are you doing? And finally, after the lemurs, it was on to my favourite animal in the zoo, and that is the polar bears. So here at Yorkshire Wildlife Park there are actually quite a few polar bears, and they have these massive paddocks with lots of water for them to swim in. So me and Tom were just getting a few pictures of us walking across the bridge and seeing those. And then we kindly got to see the rest of the park, including some other animals, including the tigers and the giraffes. Giraffes are also my second favourite animal, so it was really nice to go and experience all of that. So I'd just like to say a massive thank you to Red Gorilla for giving me the opportunity to do this photo shoot. I had such a great time, and it was so unique, and just like to say thank you to all the team, including Alison, Catherine, Amber, Tom, and obviously the photographer Matt, for making the day so memorable and so much fun. So be sure to check out Red Gorilla and all their amazing products. The link will be in the description bar below. I hope you guys have enjoyed this very different type of video. I really love seeing behind the scenes of anything, so I hope you guys appreciated it. And don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on that bell icon so you get a notification every time I post, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye guys!